Hello, are you ready to play a few of the daily New York Times games? My name is Mara, and this is Mindfully Crocheted Unraveled. Today, I'm going to be unraveling the New York Times games WORDLE, STRANDS, and Connections for Friday, January 9th, 2026. So, spoiler warning, if you haven't already done your New York Times games yet today, please pause this video, go and do that first, then come back and compare and see how we did. I don't want to spoil anyone's fun. All right. Of course, if you prefer, you can follow along with me as I work on the puzzles. And then afterward, I just ask that you leave a kind comment down below as to what you thought and how you did. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up my wheel of Wordle start words so that I can select my starting word for today. Where is that wheel? There we go. All right. Oh, wrong wheel, wrong wheel. What happened to my Wordle start wheel? Oh my goodness, hold up. Pausing. Okay, LOL. It's just a universe playing a little joke on me this morning. All right, so I have my wheel of Wordle start words, and apparently something happened. So let me shuffle these up and make it full screen, and here we go. Okay, let's see what we have. Adieu? Adieu or house? Oh, house. Fine. Okay, let me remove that. I'm going to pause my recording while I bring up my phone, and then I'll get to working on Wordle. Okay, I've got my phone screen pulled up. I'm still trying to figure out what happened with the wheel. Okay, I'm going to open up the New York Times Games app and scroll down to Wordle for Friday, January 9th. Go ahead, add another day to your 501-day streak. Okay, house. All right. Okay. Oh, all right. So we've got an H and an E. What about a CH word? Okay, there's no S. I was going to say like chest. What about TEACH, teach? That will give us the H and the E in different spaces and a couple new consonants. How about that? Okay. All right. Well, we've got 3 letters in the wrong spot. I'm wondering if we're starting with the vowel today. I mean, ETH, is there like ETH? I'm not sure. But I feel like maybe the T and the H go together, but I'm not seeing it. Not at the beginning and not at the end. So it would have to be somewhere in the middle. B, E. Okay, what other vowels do we still have? I and Y. Something THY? E? No, because E doesn't go. E would have to go in the first spot. Something THY. No. E. So maybe a vowel team EI. Eve. ETH. Ether? Let me try ether. No. Okay, so that means probably the EI. What about 8? 8, EIGHT. Because H, I would almost be certain has to go in the second to last spot. It doesn't go. Are there any other words? And T, I would think so. T, where else could, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's 8, but let me just see. It could be EH. No, I'm going with 8. And if that's not right, hopefully it tells me where things go. All right. I'm guessing that was probably the last word, but anyway, let's see. I've played 839 games. My current and max streak are 502, and I got it in my average, which is 4. Let's check out the bot. All right, I got a 96 out of 99, so that's not bad. 50% luck, okay, yeah, or 50 score for luck, and then the average is 4, and I got it in 4. Okay, after the word house, there were 45 words left. Okay, after the word teach, there were only 3 words left, 8, ether, and Ethel. Okay. And then after the word ether, there was only 1 word left. And so I got it in 4. Okay, it says there was only 1 possible solution left, and you got it. Well done. Okay. All right, so the bot only took 3, slate, tighter, and 8. Okay. All right, well, how did you do? I'm surprised that it's this number, like, and that it hasn't already been a number. But started with a vowel today. Let's go ahead and move along to strands. Find hidden words and uncover the day's theme for Friday, January 9th, 2026. It says I've got an 80-day streak. For Cubs fans, well, I see panda here. Are we talking bears? Okay, then also I'm seeing polar here. We've got some Z's, so maybe grizzly. Yep, grizzly. All right, we've got bears. So let me map it out. What would the spanagram be? There's the word bear. All right, let me go ahead and do a screenshot. Let's just map it out. All right. Here we're going to highlight in blue. Whoopsie. Blue. Okay. Panda, polar, grizzly, brown bear, black bear. Okay, I'm seeing, okay, brown bear. And here's also black bear. Okay, how many words are there? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the spanagram and 1 more. So there's bears in mind. Okay, bears in mind. And then what, we have a pretty large word here. Spectacled. Okay, spectacled. Oops, I didn't change to yellow for the spanagram, but I'm going to delete my screenshot. We're going to do the spanagram first. I believe bears in mind. Okay, let's just work our way down. Polar, grizzly, panda, black, brown, and spectacled. All right. Duh, bears. Okay, my current streak is 81, which I don't really pay attention to. And I've completed, well, a whole lot more than 186 of these games. Let's just move it along and go on to connections, group words that share a common thread for Friday, January 9th, 2026. Go ahead, add another day to your 26-day streak. Our 16 connections words are fourth, lest, cardinal, direction, 8-ball, solo cup, non-blondes, oast, 3-ball, thin ice, heart emoji, oh my goodness, chains with a Z, 6 mafia, deep end, couth, and limb. Solo cup and cardinal are red. Heart emoji. Solo cup, cardinal, heart emoji. These are red things. The 8-ball is black. Is the 3-ball red in pool? 6 mafia, don't know. Fourth, lest, thin ice, couth, limb. I'm going to take a chance here that the 3-ball is red. I mean, there's different colors. There's like yellow, green, orange, red, stripes and solids, and what other colors? They're primary colors. I'm going to take a chance. Red things. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, that is yellow. All right. Here I am thinking that was going to be like green or blue. I don't know. All right. 8-ball. Behind the 8-ball. On thin ice. 8-ball, thin ice. On thin ice. Behind the 8-ball. Off the deep end. On, off, behind. Are these like directional sayings? Out on a limb, behind the 8-ball, on thin ice, off the deep end, and like out on a limb, out behind. This sounds like directional parts of directional sayings. Sure. Sure. Okay, green. Oh my gosh. Used in metaphors for precarious situations. Okay. That was only green. Okay. Again, if I thought that was right, I thought for sure that would be blue. Oh gosh. Okay. So we have 6 mafia, non-blondes. These sound like chains, One Direction. These sound like bands. So like One Direction, chains, non-blondes, 6 mafia. But I don't know. And then, but lest, fourth, couth, oast. These almost certainly have to go together. Because lest we be incorrect, or go forth, couth, oast. Are these just like I'm going to do it just because it sounds like old-timey language. Oh, it's purple. Of course. Okay. Cardinal directions with the first letter changed. Okay. So south, north, west, and east. Okay. And then by default, we get blue. bands is the only thing I could think of. One Direction. Is it Men in Chains or Non-Blondes? I don't know all the band names, but these sound like band names. Okay, musical artists minus the starting something. I'll go back to that. I want to see that. Let me go back to the puzzle. Minus starting numbers. So, okay, what is it like? How many non-blondes? How many chains? I need to know. Okay. Maybe I'll look into that after. I'm not going to worry about it here. Let me go back to the results and let's see what the bot has to say. My current streak is 27. Okay, what would you like to do? I would like to check out the bot. Okay, it says trickier than usual compared with recent connections. Only a 61% solve rate. 28% of the players made no mistakes. 14% made one mistake, 10% two, 8% three mistakes, and 39% did not solve. I feel like it was, okay, 1 in 59 people that had the same solution as me based on a sampling of 1 million games. I got a 95 out of 99. And all right, things that are red, most people got that first. 38% of the people found yellow first. 31% of the people found blue first. Now, you know, if I had done my screenshot and kind of mapped it out, I probably could have got a different order. But I think some of these just like jumped out at me, you know, like the oddness of fourth, lest, oast, and couth. It just, they, especially once I had yellow and green, they just, the rest naturally fell together. So that's how I see it. Let's move on. All right. So most people making errors with green and purple, blue and green, purple and green. No mistakes, like no main mistakes or common mistakes, including yellow. All right, except up here, it says, great minds think alike. You had the most common opening guess today by finding the things that are red group. And so people did make a mistake with 8-ball, solo cup, 3-ball, and 6 mafia. Because there were 3 that had numbers in it, I just assumed they weren't going to, in my mind, I assumed they were not going to go together. But solo refers to 1, and then 8-ball, 3-ball, and 6 mafia. I could see people making that mistake, but all right. So then I was on the same wavelength. Many other players did green next, and then 8-ball, non-blondes, chains, and mafia. 4% of players made that mistake. Okay. So then it says, this was a solid pick. You secured your victory by getting purple next. A common mistake at this time was non-blondes, chains, oast, and 6 mafia. All right. And then getting blue to win, for the win. All right. Well, how did you do? Let me go out of here. Stop sharing that. Stop mirroring my screen. Okay. Well, I do always appreciate you watching and commenting kindly down in the comment section. Please check out my links down in the description box, a playlist of all my videos, and a link to my other channel, Mindfully Crocheted, where we talk about yarn, crochet. We also have some fun and games over there. I'd appreciate it if you checked out that video, and please like, comment, and subscribe. There's a link. They're making it easy for you. Turn on that notification bell. Don't forget to put a little play into your day, and I'll see you again tomorrow with some more of the daily New York Times games. Bye.